Good evening, Rani updating you on Channel 4 News. Tonight, we've tracked down Australia's biggest Why Don't We fan in Brisbane. Her love for the band has been expressed through her own arrangement of some of their most popular songs. There is no disputing this title being awarded to none other than 18-year-old Renee. She has depicted her love of the band through arranging her own medley of some of their most popular songs. Renata has more on this story. Renata. Yes, that's right, Rani. I am here with none other than Renee in her hometown of Brisbane. She has arranged a medley of their most popular songs that she's been playing to many eager audiences. Now, Renee, why did you decide to create a medley of their most popular songs? What was your motive? Well, I absolutely love their music and them as people. I mean, they're amazing. I actually bought one of their jumpers as well, and for my 18th birthday I got this Fitbit watch, so I decided to set the photo as a photo of them. They're really inspirational and successful people, so I decided to make a medley of some of their most popular songs, which are also some of my favourite songs of theirs. I created this medley myself as well, so I had no help from anyone else. I simply listened to their songs, as usual, and notated the notes as I heard them. Some of the notes have been slightly altered to introduce some variation, but the main melodic contour and overall sound of the pieces remains the same. I'm such a huge fan that even when I'm in the middle of a shopping centre and I hear one of their songs start to play, I start jamming out and dancing in the middle of a shopping trip. And tell me, why do you believe that you're Australia's biggest Why Don't We fan? I'll just show you now, shall I? Just get my sheet music out of my Why Don't We drawstring bag. Now, I've got to say that the first time I listened to Why Don't We, I was hooked. They have something different from other artists. Maybe it's because they're all friends, or maybe it's too hard to explain. Why Don't We are inspirational and have been there for their fans through tough times nobody gonna know about. Their fans comprise of mostly teenage girls. Some may say these girls are in too deep, but we choose to listen to Why Don't We's music, because their songs are an invitation into a world of truly spectacular music. So, why don't we just talk a little about their music? I love their music because it makes you feel free from anything and everything around you. You don't have to focus on anything else in that moment except the music, which I believe is truly magical. If I could tell the boys anything, it'd be that I depend on you. You all have big plans and many opportunities in your futures that I know you will achieve. Lucid dreams are made for perfect and idealistic versions of reality to play out in your head. That's why I love lucid dreaming about meeting you guys. You'll be glad to hear I ain't no trust fund baby, and if I could, I'd be taking you all to my favourite places in Australia. But there are words I didn't say. Sometimes people think I don't belong in this club, but they can be rest assured they belong in the Why Don't We fan club, because you start falling for them and their music pretty fast. You've probably had the boomerangs and the fans who go MIA at some point, but I've been here a long time. Just know that there are 8 letters that perfectly describe how I feel about you as a band. Wow. Well, Rani, it's clear that Renee is Australia's biggest Why Don't We fan. Just from what we've seen today, this is extremely evident, as she's arranged a medley of a vast array of their songs, she's purchased a ton of their merchandise, she's recited an entire paragraph she wrote on them, including the names of the majority of their songs, and she's been following them and been a fan of them for a substantial amount of time. Need I say more? There's no doubt in my mind that she is Australia's biggest Why Don't We fan. Back to you in the studio, Rani. Thank you, Renata. Well, it's clear that Brisbane is home to Australia's biggest Why Don't We fan. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to Channel 4 News so far, because, as the Why Don't We boys have previously said, you've got options, I've got options, but you're here with me. See you after the break.